Hello again. It's day 2 of our Advent reflections. Christian World Service celebrates 75 years of their Christmas appeal this year. In the candle lighting ceremony that they offered for the first Sunday of Advent, they tell the story of a tea picker called Rasu in Sri Lanka, who had a hope of changing her life. Rather than just pick tea and have a small income, she wanted to start a mushroom farm to improve the diet of her children and to earn money to pay for their school and medical costs. A small piece of land would do the job and enable to provide her with a living wage, and her family would do better. That was her hope. Sounds like a simple thing, but hope has to have something to go with it. It has to have potential and opportunity and resources, and not everybody has them. But people do plan quite effectively, though. And I guess hope doesn't really work if you don't have an expectation that something will really happen. While we were away this past weekend, I went on a walk one morning, and it was an amazing scene before the sun came up. And when I crossed the bridge where we were staying, it struck me that there was a man there with 2 buckets and a line catching fish. I contrasted him to all the people who drove past me in very large vehicles with very large motorboats, planning to go out fishing with all that very expensive equipment and lots of rods on the back. And here was this man with his line, but he had 2 buckets. And while I was standing there on the walk back across the bridge, I had a chat to him, and he caught a fish on the spot and popped it in the bucket. I discovered that those fish he gave every time he fished to people who needed fish in the community. What a fascinating thing. It's no good going fishing without taking a bucket, I suppose, to bring the fish home, or at least some container. What hope do you have this year? We talked a little bit about hope yesterday, our hopes for Christmas, our hopes for the new year. A lot of things will come to mind. Faith, hope, and love are 3 essential parts of the Christian experience. And Paul in Romans talks about hope not disappointing us in Romans 5. Because the love of God is poured out into our hearts by the Holy Spirit whom He has given to us. God's presence with us gives hope. His word gives hope. The Christian story gives hope. It doesn't end on a cross and in a tomb. It starts again with a new beginning at the resurrection. So on day 2 of Advent this year, on our online video Advent calendar, as it were, let's have some thoughts about hope. Put together something that you can hope for, something simple, and then create a plan to make that a possibility. You might actually be able to make a difference for someone like Rasu in Sri Lanka by contributing to Christian World Service. You might be able to bring hope into someone's life closer to home just by being there for them and helping them to find out what their hopes and dreams are. So God bless you, and enjoy the pictures now of the morning sunrise on that Sunday when I met the man with his buckets catching fish. Have a lovely day, and bye-bye from Browns Bay.